Let me do that. Okay. Good morning, able shareholders of SWIFTtrip. We are happy to have every one of us here today. We're happy to have every one of us here in this meeting today, and it's another exciting day to talk about SWIFTtrip. And before we proceed, we will quickly invite the presence of the Holy Spirit. Invite the presence of the Holy Spirit, and let's bow our heart in prayers as we do that. Our everlasting Father, we thank you for today. We say, be thou praised in the name of Jesus. We thank you for the breath of life. We thank you for grace. Thank you for love. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for this exciting day you've made of the Holy Spirit. I am Favor Rinami Ayo, the personal assistant to the city and also the international admin. And I am happy to be here once again to tell you that same thing you heard yesterday. To tell you that same thing you heard 2 days ago. And what is that? SWIFTtrip. It is because of how happy and how excited we are concerning this project, concerning this vision. That's why we are never tired of talking about this business. You see us morning, you see us at night, every single day. We are always happy to talk about SWIFTtrip. And we also have our able ambassadors of SWIFTtrip that are also talking about SWIFTtrip everywhere they go. We have the shareholders, able shareholders. It is because of how exciting this business is. Because we know with this business, our future is secured. So knowing that our future is secured, of course, we have to talk about this business everywhere, anywhere we are. That is why we are always live talking about SWIFTtrip. So if it's your first time to join us this morning, maybe you've never heard of SWIFTtrip before, or someone told you about SWIFTtrip and then asked you to join the Telegram meeting for you to get detailed understanding about this business, please. All we are saying is for you to give us listening ears and pay close attention to whatever that will be said this morning. And I will assure you that you will understand by the end of this meeting, you will understand vividly what SWIFTtrip is all about. And in course of the presentation, if you have questions, please make sure you take note of those questions. And I also want to tell you that in the course of the presentation, some of your questions will be answered. So happy to have you this morning with us, and we will dive straight into the presentation. Now on the first screen, you're seeing an aircraft, you're seeing a vehicle, you're seeing luggages, and from this very first picture, you must have gotten a glimpse of what this business is all about, SWIFTtrip. You must have been contemplating, okay, I think this business will have to do with transportation, mobility, and the rest. And if you're saying that, you are not far from what the business is. You're not far from the truth. Of course, you are correct. You are correct. And let's look at the presentation guide for today. Let's look at the presentation guide for today. So in today's presentation, we will be looking at what SWIFTtrip is. We will also be looking at where we are as a company. And also, we will be looking at how our customers are going to benefit from this business. And lastly, how our subscribers, when I mean subscribers, I mean how you as a shareholder will benefit from this business. How you as a co-owner, as a pioneer, will benefit from this business. Now let's dive straight into the business of the day. Now the first question on the screen is, what is SWIFTtrip? What is SWIFTtrip? Look at how excited I am. Now we said SWIFTtrip is a Web 3.0 decentralized eco-chain enterprise. All of those are big English, right? Yeah. A Web 3.0 decentralized eco-chain enterprise. And if I am to break all of this down, I will start by giving us a glimpse of what Web 3 is. And if you want to know more about Web 3, all you have to do is to go browse on Google and you will get a better understanding of what Web 3.0 is. But for you to, let me just give you a glimpse. Like I said, Web 3.0 is simply the latest era of the internet, the new version of the internet, the new era of the internet, www. And in SWIFTtrip, we are building this app on that new era of the internet, which is the Web 3.0. How amazing! We are so glad and so happy that we will be one of the first company to build its app, to build its business on the Web 3.0, knowing how profitable and how easy it will be for every person involved. That is why we are so happy, because what we are building is decentralized. We are building a decentralized platform. And what do I mean by that? I mean a platform whereby you, as an owner of this business, you have total control. There is no government body hindering it. There is no government body controlling it. As an owner of this app, you have total control. You don't need a middleman to process any transaction. You don't need a middleman to do anything. You don't need the permission of a middleman to process anything. You don't need the financial admin. You don't need the international admin. You don't need the hub admin. No. As an owner of this business, as a user of this app, you have total control of this app, that you can perform transaction anytime, any day. How amazing! How amazing! Now, this is a mobility business. We will go as far as telling you that in SWIFTtrip we have two kinds of mobility. We have the road transport and we have the air transport. Amazing, right? Yes. SWIFTtrip is a mobility business, a commerce service providing platform, a robust platform for robust services. That is what we are building. A mobility business. A business that is very, very profitable. A business that is very lucrative. Look at how much people who are doing this transportation business, look at how much they are making. Look at how much they are making. And the business we are building, which is transportation business, is not a business that will last just for few years because there is no patronage. No. It's a business that has a lot of patronage, that the demand out there is so massive. Despite how many transportation company, e-taxi company we have there, they cannot service the need of every person. Why? Because the demand is super high. Do you want to talk about e-commerce, which is buying and selling? Every day of our life we transact, we buy. It's either we are buying or we are selling. That is the business we are building. And if you look at it critically, you will know that this business is a forever business. Like I said, we are not building a business that will last for 5 years, 10 years. We are building a business that will last forever. That even when you are not in this world, the business is still existent and you are making money in your account. So that is why it is very important in SWIFTtrip. If you are a shareholder, so please make sure your family members are aware of it so that you can will this to them. By the time you are no longer in existence, you will have someone that will take over your account. Because if nobody takes over your account will keep earning till the end of this world. That is the power of what we are building. We are building a real business. And some persons will be like, oh, I don't like online businesses because of what they've experienced in the past. Sam, I want to assure you, I want to tell you boldly that what you experienced in the past is not because you ventured into a business. You experienced that because what you ventured into wasn't a business, but rather it was a Ponzi scheme. A business that they told you that if you come in, you will get so and so number, or rather you will get double of whatever you are coming in with. And if you ask these persons to tell you the businesses they ventured into before now, you will hear them call businesses like MMM rather, Twinkers, GY, is it CHY, and many other Ponzi schemes out there. Those are doubling games. You bring 10,000, you will get 20,000 in 24 hours. You bring 20,000, you will get 40,000 in 24 hours. That's the promise they are making. And we fail to tell them or to ask questions. How are you making this money? What is the service you're rendering that is turning over double of what I am coming in with? But because we are so glued to instant gratification, because we need it sharp as they hot, we need it instantly, we just feel so long they've made that promise that in 24 hours you're getting up, you will just put in your money. And funny enough, some persons will still go as far as borrowing money to put into that business. And when they must have gotten the amount of money needed, they will fly off or they will fizzle out. You will no longer see them. You will no longer see them. So in SWIFTtrip, we are doing a pure business in the sense that if nobody patronizes the company, you will earn nothing. It's just like you having your physical shop. You open the shop from morning till night, and if nobody patronizes you, will you make money? No. But if people patronize you, of course, you will make profit. That is exactly what we are doing. If nobody patronizes SWIFTtrip, we won't earn a dime. And look at it. Is the transportation business a business that will last a few times or for a few years? No. We came to this life, we met this transportation, and we will live this life. This transportation will still be in existence. It will still be in existence. Amazing. Is it buying and selling? We came to this life, we met commerce, buying and selling, and we will live this life. It will still be in existence. Those of us that maybe have lost our parents or lost anyone, our loved ones, as they live this life, did transaction stop? No. Did transportation business stop? No. Instead, it is getting more advanced. We have some parts of the world today where they are using autonomous vehicles, self-reading vehicles. It will keep getting better and better as the day goes by. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. Like I said, we are building a decentralized platform that enables you have total control of what this business is all about. Now, quickly, we want to look at the services we are rendering as a company. What are the services SWIFTtrip is rendering? Let's quickly look at that. Now, these are our major core services. We have 5 services we are rendering. Number 1, we have the aviation. Remember I told you mobility, we have both the air and the road transportation. So the air transportation, we refer it to the aviation. The road transportation, we refer it to the e-taxi. The buying and selling, which we refer to as e-commerce, electronic commerce, electronic e-commerce, electronic buying and selling. We have the logistics and we have the hospitality. And I will show you that all of these services we are rendering are not services that are new, because when we're talking about aviation, we are talking about this kind of platforms. Of course, it's not new. Everyone is familiar with the aviation business. So it simply tells you that what we are coming to do is not new. There are platforms, there are services that are already in existence. Example of the aviation service that is already in existence: we have the Airpiece, we have the Eric, we have the Value Jet, we have a whole lot of them out there. We have a whole lot of, we have Qatar, we have Emirates, name them. These are aviation businesses. And when we are talking about the e-taxi business, we have platforms like the Uber. Majority of us are familiar with Uber. Majority of us are familiar with Bolt. Some of us know InDrive. This is a platform that with your mobile phone, you can book a ride wherever you are and they will come pick you and take you to your destination. Amazing. It is not new. And that alone will also help us, because since we are coming into the space, we don't need to crack our brain on how to make the people, on how to make the masses understand what we are trying to do. Because we have a place to refer them to. You don't know what e-taxi is? Do you know Uber? Do you know Bolt? Those are e-taxi services. Is it the e-commerce? We don't still need to crack our brain to explain to them, because when we are talking about e-commerce, we have platforms, we have companies that are already into the e-commerce business. Examples, we have the Amazon, we have the Jumia, we have the Gigi, we have a whole lot of them. In this platform, you can buy and sell anytime, any day. You don't need to stress yourself to convey yourself to that shop, then bid your price, you price and price and price and price, then you start going. No, gone are those days. Gone are those days where you need to go to shop before you buy something. No, with your mobile phone, with your device, you can purchase whatever you want to purchase at the comfort of wherever you are. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. And that's not all. Another service you are rendering is the logistics service, whereby your products, your goods, your parcels can be moved from one place to another, from one state to another, from one country to another, without you being there. With your mobile phone, you just do maybe you just go there and then drop it there. You don't need to be with the goods. After dropping it, you can just come back home. Then your parcel, your goods, whatever will be transported to the rightful location. Amazing, right? Is it new? No, it's not new, because we have platforms that are already doing it. We have God is Good Logistics, we have the DHL, we have the Ops, we have the Feeders, we have a lot of them out there. We have a lot of them out there. So what we are doing is not new. Then, do you want to talk about the hospitality business? Oh my God. When we're talking about hospitality, we are talking about Swift homes, hotels. Of course, I don't need to explain to you that this hotel business is business that is rampant. No, we can see it everywhere. Even in your street, at your area. Do I need to go explain hotel business to the masses? No. In SWIFTtrip, we'll be owning these 5 services. And guess what? That is not all. We have more services that will come, that will be incorporated in SWIFTtrip. Look at the 5 services we are. Sir, ma, I want to tell you, if you have an opportunity to own just one, your financial blueprint will change drastically. Your financial blueprint will so change that people will see you and say, sir, how did you do it? Ma, how did you do it? Show me the way. If you own just one service, how much more you owning 5 services? Of course, if you own one service, in all of these services you are rendering, you will no longer be a thousandaire. You will be considered a millionaire, if not billionaire. Then, when we tell you that SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars, you can see that of a truth is definitely going to make you a trillionaire in dollars if we have these 5 services embedded in SWIFTtrip, and many more to come. Many more to come. So when we say you should follow us, please do follow us, because what we are doing is massive. This is a business that will change you from whom you used to be to a greater person, to a more valuable person, to a very important personality. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. Now, another question you would want to ask is, has SWIFTtrip gone live? Has SWIFTtrip gone live? Now, let's answer that question. We say no. Why has SWIFTtrip not gone live? Because SWIFTtrip is currently at its development and vision phase. That is why we are calling for subscribers. We are calling for pioneers. We are calling for early founders to come. Let's go on this business. Now that is at the vision phase, let us come co-own this business, because this is where we can call it an opportunity. Yes, it's an opportunity now, because by the time we've launched this business, the opportunity is no longer available, even if we will still be selling our shares then. But let me tell you, the opportunity is gone. Now that is at the vision phase, is the best time for you to key into it. Come, let's follow this process and actualize this thing, this God-given vision. This is too massive for the CEO. That is why we are calling. That is why he is calling for subscribers. He's calling for like minds, the lionic humans. Let us come together and build these, and tomorrow we will know, we will get the reward of what we are building now. It is not a crime for SWIFTtrip to be at the vision stage. After all, every business we are seeing today in existence once passed through this phase. They were once at the vision phase, and it was people that came together to make it a reality. And if you go back and check those people, go back and look at the life of those people, you will see that their life has changed from what it used to be. This is because they saw an opportunity and their foresight paid off. Come, let us build this so that by the time this is now actualized, people will say, how do you do it? Then your self-pride will be elevated. You'll be happy that your foresight paid off. You saw it at the early stage when others refused to see it. If people can miss out on massive businesses that are in existence today, how much more SWIFTtrip? Of course, they will definitely miss out. But my prayer and our prayer is that it shouldn't be you listening to me today. It shouldn't be you listening to us. But are there people that will miss it? Yes. But you shouldn't be the one. Now that is at the vision stage, it is where the opportunity lies. This same thing you are getting at a minute price, at a very meager price of $180, which is not even up to 300,000 naira. Do you know that by the time we launch business, this same thing will be sold for at least 200 million naira with the same ownership percentage? It will be sold for at least 500 million naira with the same ownership percentage that you own. This same thing you're getting today at the rate of $180. It was once sold for 5,000 naira. It was once sold for 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira, name it, until it got to $180. And we have been sounding it that this thing will be sold for, will one day be sold for 500 million naira or 200 million naira at least. Don't joke with SWIFTtrip. Don't miss SWIFTtrip for any reason. Thank you, because I know you won't miss out on SWIFTtrip. All right, so we want to quickly look at this, which is subscription plan in SWIFTtrip. What is SWIFTtrip subscription plan? And we say subscriber subscription plan, which we'll consider as node slot. Node slot. Now, this node slot, how much is the subscription fee? We say the subscription fee of this node slot is how much? $180. $180. In this $180, $100 is the actual project fee, while $80 is for campaign, is for advert. And you cannot say, okay, you don't want to talk to anybody, you don't want to advertise SWIFTtrip, so let me just pay the actual project fee, which is $100. No, Sama, it's not negotiable. Whether you're campaigning on SWIFTtrip or not, you are paying $180. And once you pay that $180, what are you getting in exchange? You are getting your ownership percentage, which is 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. That is what you get in exchange of that. Now, let's move further. We've told you that SWIFTtrip has not gone live. Now the next question is, when will this SWIFTtrip go live? When are we going live? And there's an answer to that. There is a milestone that has been set. A milestone has been set. And what is this milestone? We are saying that at the sales of 3% minimum share, we will be launching business. Why? Because the company is selling 5% of our shares. And from this 5%, we say at the minimum sales of at least 3%, we will launch business. And how many persons will consume this 3%? We are looking at 2,400,000 people. So if you go out there and you're asked, when would SWIFTtrip launch? Tell them at the sales of 3%. If they don't understand the sales of 3%, you can also tell them that SWIFTtrip will be launched at the reach of 2,400,000 persons, because this 3%, we have 2.4 million persons that will consume this 3%. So it's either you tell them at the reach of 2.4 million subscribers, or it's at the sales of 3%. And then if they ask you, how did you get 2.4 million subscribers? Now we will do like this. You tell them or you show this to them. You tell them, remember, the company says it's selling, or it will be launching business at the sales of 3%. Now you simply do 3%, or 3 rather, divided by your ownership percentage, which is 0.0 in 5 places. That is 0.0000125. That is what you own in SWIFTtrip. 3 divided by 0.0000125. If you do that division, you will get 2.4 million. That is 2,400,000 node units. Node unit, whereby it is 1 person to 1 unit. 1 person cannot own more than 1 unit. We are looking at 2.4 million individuals, whereby 1 person owns 1 unit. In SWIFTtrip, you cannot own multiple units. You cannot own 2 units. No, it is 1 person to 1 unit. That is why when we're looking at this 2.4 million, we are looking at 2.4 million human beings. 2.4 million human beings. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. You can register your wife, you can register your children, you can register your parents, your siblings, but then you cannot say, oh, you have much money, you want to own more than 1 unit. No, it's not possible. It is simply 1 man to 1 unit. I believe that's understood. So let's move further. We want to quickly look at this. The place will be launching this business, and lucky, how lucky are you? You are part of a global business. You are an owner of a global business, because look at this. We'll be launching this business first of all in Nigeria and the United Kingdom, before we then start launching business in other parts of the world. in other continents. These are the very first two countries of launch, Nigeria and in the United Kingdom, before we scale globally. You are privileged to be an owner of a global business, a system that will operate globally, a system that will put you on payroll for life, a system that even while you're sleeping you are earning. Amazing, right? Yes. Now let's move further. Okay, you see our certificate of incorporation. This is the CAC certificate, the AFCC certificate, and the United Kingdom certificate. So just go through it and you can read through it. Okay. All right. So this is an interesting part. We quickly want to look at what makes SWIFTtrip stand out from other companies, from other businesses, from others that are doing the same thing that we are doing. What is that one thing that makes SWIFTtrip stand out? First of all, we have what we call the community. Remember, we are building a community of 2.4 million persons. What does that tell you? It simply tells you that once we launch business, we already have 2.4 million customers that are ready to patronize us. But that is not even the main one. We also have what we call the PYC. The PYC. Now, this is our selling point. This is that thing that makes us unique. This is that thing that makes us stand out from every other company, which is called what? The PYC, the Pay Your Customers. We are introducing the Pay Your Customers. Before now, we are so much used to the KYC that the business owners, they've known us to the point of even wishing us a happy birthday, and after wishing us a happy birthday, they would deduct money from that SMS they sent to us. Know your customers. It is not bad to know your customers, but then it is not enough. It is not enough. Knowing these customers and also putting them on payroll is the best. That after a customer patronizes you, they earn from that patronage. We are the first company globally to introduce the PYC. We've come to understand that these customers are very important. Please let us give them incentive, no matter how small it is. Why? Because they are the one generating profits for us. They are the one making our business grow. They are the one giving us money. They are the one enriching us. They are giving us the money to pay our customers, because without the to pay our workers, because without the customers we cannot pay our customers. So we are introducing the PYC. Now we want to quickly look at how this PYC is going to work. How will this PYC work? We want to imagine that SWIFTtrip launch business, and after the launch of this business, let's first of all imagine a transaction happened in Nigeria, and this transaction that happened cost 10,000 naira, right? Which this 10,000 naira is considered as 100%, because no matter how the passenger wants to make the payment, we consider it as 100%, be it by transfer or cash. 100%. So 10,000 was paid. Let us also know that this 10,000 naira, trips will be very flexible. Trips will be very, very flexible. Yes. But then let's just stick to 10,000 naira. Now, from this 10,000 naira, which is 100%, We want to look at how our customers, that customer who patronizes us is going to earn from that patronage. That is the PYC we're talking about. Now, let's go to the next slide. 2% goes to the profit generator, who is the passenger that booked the ride. 2% goes to the profit generator. Yes, that is the PYC we are talking about. This money is money that can be withdrawn. It is not bonus. It can be withdrawn anytime. Yes, it can be withdrawn anytime. So that is the PYC we are talking about, right? That is the PYC. Pay your customer. Now, 2% goes to the passenger who booked the ride, which is profit generator. Then 5% goes to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip, which is you and I, and the shareholders that will come much later in the future after we must have launched business. Remember, they are owning the same percentage with you, 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. Now 5% goes to the shareholders. Then 10% goes to the company that is the platform provider. This 10% is for launch of business in other parts of the world. Is for global scalability. Global scalability. Now that 10% goes to the company. Now 10% for plus 5% is how many percent? 15% plus 2%, that is 17%. Then 80% goes to who? The service provider. In this case, the service provider is the driver. The driver. Now this service provider gets the lion's share of the percentage because he's doing majority of the work. Yes, the fueling of his car will have to fuel his car, it will have to maintain his car, and many more things to do. So 80% goes to the service provider. Now 80% plus 17% is how many percent? 97%. Now let's look at this now, because in SWIFTtrip you earn up to your fourth generation. I mean first, second, third, and fourth generation, right? Now the passenger who booked that ride, that is the profit generator who booked that ride, the person who introduced him or her gets 1%. Now the second generation gets 0.3%, the third generation gets 0.1%, and the fourth generation gets 0.1%. Add it up, is a total of 1.5%. Now the same thing goes to the driver's customers referral chain. The first generation of the driver gets 1% from that transaction. The second generation gets 0.3%, the third and fourth generation gets 0.1% respectively. Now add it up is 1.5. If you add 1.5 plus 1.5 is how many percent? 3% plus 97% is how many percent? 100%. So you can see the 100%, which is in green arrow. You can see how this has been shared to everybody. And not forgetting, the same thing applies in all of our services, ranging from the aviation, the e-taxi, the logistics, the e-commerce, and the hospitality, and many more services that will be coming up in the future. Amazing. Now we want to quickly look at the brain behind SWIFTtrip. Who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip? He is no other person than our CEO in person of Honorable Richard Nadi, who is the founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip, a very, very handsome man, and he's a go-getter. He's a go-getter, I must tell you. Very focused. And we are happy to have someone like you, sir. Thank you very much for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And God will continue to enrich you in wisdom in the name of Jesus. That is our earnest prayer. Everything that is needed for this business to come to reality will be bestowed upon you, sir. Amen and amen. He's a Nigerian from Enugu State. Udi, to those of us that are familiar with Enugu, Udi, that is the state, that is village. Yes, that is his village. Udi from Enugu State. Thank you very much, sir. And we'll move further. We want to look at how you profit as a subscriber in this business. We've looked at how, or rather, we've looked at what SWIFTtrip is, where we are. We are the vision state. We've talked about that, and we've looked at how the customers will benefit. just by patronizing us. Now we want to look at how you will profit from this business as a subscriber, as a shareholder, as a pioneer, as a co-owner of this business. So let's quickly look at that now. Now we'll be looking at how you earn in the future. How you earn in the future. And we're looking at e-taxi per trip analysis, profit analysis. E-taxi per trip, profit evaluation. And since we are looking at the future, let us quickly imagine that SWIFTtrip has launched business. SWIFTtrip has launched business and a trip costs 8,000 naira in Nigeria. How much will you earn as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip? And if you're in the United States, we'll be looking at $10. We'll be working with $10 because you're more conversant with the dollar currency, right? So we are working with $10 for those of us that are in the United States. We'll assume that $10 happened over there, and you want to know how much you will earn. And it's very simple. How do you do that? You simply multiply the cost of the trip by your ownership percentage, which is 8,000 naira multiplied by 0.0 in 5 places 125%. And if you do that as a Nigerian, what you are going to get is 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo. And for those of us in the United States, if you do $10 multiplied by 0.0 in 5 places 125%, what you will get is 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents. These are very big. These are very massive. This kobo and cent you're seeing is massive. And we are so happy to be earning in this cent and kobo in business like SWIFTtrip. In a business like SWIFTtrip. Why? Because looking at it, we are so much aware that little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. No matter how small you think this is, it is not small. And very soon we'll be looking at how cent and kobo can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. How these cents and kobo can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. Yes, now let's quickly look at that. Knowing that SWIFTtrip is a business that will happen in volume. Yes, it's a business that you are coming to own, a system that you're coming to own that will pay you effortlessly, consistently, and repeatedly for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. As you are sleeping, transaction is happening in other countries and you are earning. It's happening in volume because it cannot be ninth globally in all nations of the world. No, it cannot be ninth. As it is ninth in Nigeria's morning or its business hours in another country, and as they are performing transactions, you are earning. You're earning. So we want to quickly look at where we could be 5 years from now. Remember, I want to show you how cent and kobo can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. Where we could be in 5 years. The truth is, this is a worst case scenario we're looking at. But then, 5 years from now, we must have performed a whole lot of trips. Like trips happening in millions of trillions of trips. Trips happening in billions of trillions of, and in trillions of trips. But then, we want to look at a worst case scenario of 50 trillion trips. 50 trillion trips. The CEO will tell you that if you follow him, that we will perform this 50 trillion trip in less than 5 years. And I believe that in less than 5 years, we will perform 50 trillion trips. But to help you, we will look at 5 years. And if to you it is not visible for us to perform 50 trillion trips in 5 years, extend it to 10 years. If it's still not visible, extend it to 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 35, 40 years. Whatever year that you think it's possible for SWIFTtrip to perform 50 trillion trade, take it like that. But for those of us that are seeing SWIFTtrip performing SWIFTtrip in 5 years or less, 50 trillion trips in 5 years or less, let us move. Now, we want to look at all of these 50 trillion trips. You know that trip will be very flexible. We want to look at all these 50 trillion trips that they all cost 8,000 naira, which you and I know is not possible, right? It is not possible. All the trip cannot cost 8,000 naira. But then, since we are calculating, we just want to hold on to a particular amount, $10 and 8,000 naira. $10 for those of us in the United States, right? Just like we did for per trip. Now, since per trip gave us 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents and 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo, all you have to do is to multiply 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents by 50 trillion trips. And if you do that, you will see that what you will be getting is $6.25 million. This was the same exact person I showed 0.0 in 6 places, rather 125 cents as profit. But because of the power of volume, look at what this little cent dropping consistently, repeatedly, has yielded for us. It has yielded for us a profit of $6.25 million. And that of 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo, if you multiply it by 50 trillion, which is 50 and 12 zeros, you will be getting 5 billion naira. That is the power of owning a system. That is the power of owning a system. Somebody say own a system. Own a system. And also note, we are not saying that you will have to keep your money for 5 years or 10 years or 40 years before you withdraw. You can withdraw anytime, any day. Please, don't joke with SWIFTtrip. This is a business that will change you for good. It's a business that will change your life. That when people see you, they will begin to ask you, how did you do it? You will say it's SWIFTtrip or it's God. Let us come together and build this thing. Let us come together and build this business. All right, let's move forward. We are looking, okay, this is the same thing I explained. Subscribers asset growth evaluation in 5 years. Look at the subscription fee of the money you came in with, or rather a business you came in with $180 has yielded for you 5 billion or $6.25 million with the ownership of 0.0 in 5%. 0.0 in 5 places 125%. Someone will hear this, and after hearing this, you will want to go talk to someone that will talk you out of this business. Please do not make that mistake. If maybe in the process of campaign you are talking to someone, the person is being negative, trying to talk you out of the business, please flee from that person. They have their own mouth to speak now. But by the time SWIFTtrip launch, you will be the one to speak. By the time they begin to see evidence of what you ventured into, you will be the one to speak more. All I keep saying is for you to be responsible for your decision. Decide and don't look back when you're deciding. It's either you're deciding to be part of SWIFTtrip or you are deciding not to be part of SWIFTtrip. So that tomorrow, when you see it, you will know it's your decision. And then you will know if you are proud of that decision you made or not. Don't miss SWIFTtrip for any reason. Why? Because this is a business that will make you a trillionaire in dollars. Look at the services we are rendering. If we are to go back, look at a business, just one service is giving us 5 billion naira or $6.25 million from just one service, the e-taxi. How much more when all of these 5 services come together and bring profit for us? It is definitely going to change your financial blueprint. It's going to make you a better version of you. Don't miss SWIFTtrip, sir. Don't miss SWIFTtrip, man. Do you know why? Because if you do miss out on SWIFTtrip, you will never in your life forget the name SWIFTtrip. You will never forget the name SWIFTtrip. Don't miss it, because by the time you begin to see the vehicles, by the time you begin to see the e-commerce platform, the logistic platform, the SWIFTtrip hotels, Swift homes, the airports, by the time the person who told you about SWIFTtrip today just says, sir, man, please come, I want to show you something, and drives you down to SWIFTtrip, to an airport, and on that airport you're seeing SWIFTtrip logo, and the person then tell you, man, sir, do you know that this was the same business, or this is the same business I told you about to come register with $180 then, but you told me that you don't want to be part of it? That is a scam. Then I think the best you can do, when they must have shown you that, is that tears will roll down from your eyes. And do you know that it's not a tear of joy, it's gonna be a tears of regret. But I pray, like I keep saying, it shouldn't be you that will miss out on SWIFTtrip. Don't miss out, because the regret will be massive. Then even if the person wants to help you, the only thing is to help you financially. That's if the person is just too good. The person will, yeah, take this one and just manage. How long will you keep managing? Don't miss SWIFTtrip, because SWIFTtrip is going to make you a trillionaire in dollars. All right, so we've been able to show you how you earn in the future. Now quickly we want to show you how you will earn now. How you're going to earn now. Let's look at it. How you earn in the now. And we've come out to tell you that we have a corporate global challenge. Yes, we have a challenge. And what is the challenge? First of all, we also said that the speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve this global challenge. The speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve this global challenge, knowing that collaboration is the how is it said? It is the new kind of currency. Thank you very much, sir. Collaboration is the new kind of currency. We need to collaborate. We need to come together and build this. Let us work as a team, whereby every one of us achieve more when we work towards something. Together, everyone achieve more. Now, we are asking, what is the challenge that we all need to work collectively to achieve? Now, let's look at this. We said this is it. Getting 2.4 million people to subscribe as owners of SWIFTtrip is the challenge. That is the challenge. 2.4 million people to subscribe as owners of SWIFTtrip. Now the question, another thing is stated here, saying, as a shareholder, do you know that every time you solve a unit of this challenge, you get paid? Every time you come out to solve a unit of this challenge, you get paid. And how do you solve this challenge? Let's also look at this. We say if you become an active campaigner by selling units of SWIFTtrip shares, earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. When you become an active campaigner, sell SWIFTtrip, oh my God, I'll take that again. Become an active campaigner, sell unit of SWIFTtrip shares, and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. There are people you know that knows another person that knows another person. So those people you know, please bring them together. Let us achieve this, so that they themselves will bring the people they know or the people they don't even know to achieve this. You know a community, or you own a community, come and be part of this, because from every person that ventured into Swift, from every person that joined into SWIFTtrip through you, you earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. And how much is slated for this campaign? We are looking at $191,200,000. That is what is available for this campaign. $191,200,000. And how do we get that? We said $80,000 multiplied by unsold unit in SWIFTtrip. This is a pool fund. It is available for you and I. It's an open check. Come and fetch as much as you want. Come and make as much as you want in SWIFTtrip, especially now that we are in the campaign phase, now that we are the vision phase, still doing the campaign. Come and be a billionaire, a millionaire, a trillionaire in SWIFTtrip. We keep saying that if you are very serious and very keen with SWIFTtrip campaign, you will be building your estate even now that we are at the vision phase. Yes. And should I show you? Yes, I will show you. Let's look at this. SWIFTtrip campaign page. How you earn as a campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund. Now we say if you sell a unit, for every unit you sell, you earn. And for the first level, what you are earning is $50. $50. What do I mean? If I am here and I introduce someone, and that person pays $180 to the company's account. From that money, remember $80,000 is for, $80 is for campaign. So from that $180 that person is paying, I will earn $50 as the first generation of that person. As that person, yeah. Then if that person tells another person, him himself will earn $15, while I will earn him himself will earn $50, while myself I will earn $15. That is my second generational earning. Then from my third generation, I will be earning $10. From my fourth generation, I will be earning how much? $5. Now, if we add $50 plus $15, that is $65, plus $10, $75, and plus another $5, that is $80. So I keep earning like that from my first generation to my fourth generation. I earn nothing from my fifth, sixth generation. So for every person you tell directly and they register, you are just earning $50. $50, and from every of your second generation you're earning $15. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. And that is not all. We also say SWIFTtrip extra campaign cash award is also available for you and I. That if you go out there and you're able to talk to more persons, you're able to register 50 persons directly under you, the company appreciates you with $50, and you are recognized as SWIFTtrip runner, and you went out there, you talk to more persons, you're recognized as SWIFTtrip icon. If you introduce or register 500 persons directly under you, and you appreciated with what? A token of $1,000. If you go and talk to more persons and you're able to get 5,000 persons directly under you, the company appreciates you with a token of $10,000, and you are then considered the face of SWIFTtrip. All of these are available for you and I. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. For any reason, don't miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer. And this other slide tells us how to subscribe in SWIFTtrip. How do you subscribe in SWIFTtrip? We say make a payment of $180 to the company's account, which is SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD FCMB is 200460738 and we are also begging you, please, if you're making your payment, make sure you're not making your payment to any individual account. If you're making your payment, it should be the company's account, please. There are a lot of scammers out there, and if you want to get our USDT wallet, and also if you want to know how much this $180 is in Naira, if you want to pay in Naira, I will quickly show you. Go to the website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com, and let me quickly show you that how you do that. You go to the website, and I want to go get the website link on our Telegram channel. For everyone that is in this meeting today, you're in this channel, okay? So long you're in this meeting today, you are in this channel. So you will go to the website, just scroll up. Now you see this. Also visit our official website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. This, okay? So I will just click on it, and it will redirect me to our official website. Look at it. So like I said, if you want to know how much $180 is as at the time you want to pay, because it changes, all you just have to do is to go to the website, and you're seeing what we call USD inflow. This USD inflow, yes, that is what you will multiply by $180 to give you the exact amount you will be making to the exact amount you'll be paying to the company. So if we do, what you're seeing there is 1610. So if we do 1,610 multiplied by $180, what you'll be getting is 289,800 Naira. Okay, if you want to pay in Naira, that is what you will pay. You simply multiply 1,610 multiplied by $180, whatever it gives you, that is what you'll be paying, like we did, and it gave us 289,800 Naira. Then if you want to get the company's account details as well, like I said, pay to SWIFTIFY Technology LTD FCMB, not an individual account, maybe a friend's account or an admin account. No, this is the account number 200. Just click on this box. Once you click on this box here, you'll be able to copy. You see, it shows here www.seedinvest.com, copied account number, right? Then click on OK. If it's the TROC20 you want to make your payment through, you click on the bus. If it is BEP20, you click the bus. If it is BTC, you click the bus. And if you're seeing this USD outflow rather, which is 1,592, that is what you'll be paid whenever you want to withdraw your advert bonus. Okay, for instance, if you have $100 or let's say $500 you want to withdraw, and if you're paid, just come to the, if you want to be paid or you want to know how much you'll be paid, just come here and look at what it is at the outflow. If it is 1,592 Naira, you simply multiply this by whatever dollars you're withdrawing. If it is 500, multiply it by 500, and whatever you get is what you will be paid. Okay, so that is that. And you can see NodeBot. This is NodeBot, and this is Node available. So those are in percentages, and that is that. And once you've made your payment, all you also have to do is to send your proof of payment to your sponsor. Send your proof of payment to your sponsor. Who is your sponsor? Your sponsor is that person that told you about SWIFTtrip. That person is your sponsor. So once you've made your payment and send the proof of payment to your sponsor, also send your name, your full name, your phone number, and your email. These are the details needed for your registration, right? Once you send them, then the person will then contact a hub admin. If there is no hub admin in your state, the person will contact the company's admin. Okay, so we have hub admin in some states, and we have company admin that takes care of registration in states that there is no hub admin and countries that there is no hub admin. So this is the company's admin's number: 080-666-95-332. Thank you very much. And for our event coming up every Saturday at the headquarters, we said book your ticket to gain access to our event on Saturday. This is a number for you to call: 0903-944-9537. So send your name to this number, and if you're inviting someone, send the name of that person as well to this number, and your ticket will be ready and sent to you. And also don't forget that booking ends on Friday by 6 p.m. Okay, booking ends on Friday by 6 p.m. So anything that comes after 6 p.m. will not be attended to, and you won't be granted access to the event. Our office is at Rumokrushi, River State. Okay, our office is at Rumokrushi Junction, opposite Access Bank. Okay, opposite Access Bank, River State. That's where in Port Harcourt, that's where our office is. Okay, so invite friends and earn advert cash bonuses. So it says thank you for staying up to this very moment, and this is time for question. And to our YouTubers, to our YouTube viewers, please do well to our YouTube viewers, we say you should do well to leave your comments there. If you have questions, if you have anything, please do well to leave it, and it will be attended to. Okay, so that is that. Thank you very much. And like I said, it's time for question. So ask your question. This is a privilege given to every one of us. And if you want to ask a question, it's very simple. All you need to do is to click on the unmute button. If you look at it, that green, that's blue button at the middle of your phone, at the middle of your screen. Click on it. It says unmute. Click on it. Then you'll be able to raise your hands. And once you raise your hands, I will then give you the privilege to speak. Then you can then ask your questions. Okay, so it's time for question. We are waiting for as many that has questions this morning. If you have questions, you have contribution, please bring it up. We are here and we are waiting for you. So while we are waiting for that, while we are waiting for hands to be raised for questions, please, we want to use this medium to introduce the hub admins of SWIFTtrip in the states and countries. Then while we are waiting for questions, please don't forget to raise your hands for questions so we can identify you. All right, we have our mommy Christy Akpabio, Ambassadress Christy Akpabio. We are happy to connect with you. Thank you very much, ma, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. She is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Lagos, the first hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Lagos, and we are happy to have you in our midst this morning. Thank you very much, ma, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Thank you for campaigning. Thank you for being consistent in what you do for SWIFTtrip. We really appreciate you, ma. Thank you very much. So if you're in Lagos State, please do well to connect with Ambassadress Madam Christy Akpabio. Thank you very much, ma. Then we also have our Ambassador Chukwemeka. I was about to say Ambassador Chukwemeka C Prime. Now our Ambassador Chukwemeka. He is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Abakaliki, the first hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Abakaliki, and we are happy to connect with you today. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. So if you're in Abakaliki, please do well to connect with Ambassador Chukwemeka. Okay, so we are really happy to have you in our midst this morning. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Then we have with us here Ambassador Tommy Sunday. Thank you very much, Ambassador Evangelist Tommy Sunday. We really appreciate you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Thank you for always being live here with us. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. And if you're in, he is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Owerri. So if you're in Owerri, please do well to connect with Ambassador Evangelist Tommy Sunday. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We really appreciate. And we have also our daddy ambassador Jerry Odu, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in River State. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. If you're in River State, please do well to connect with Ambassador Jerry, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip here in River State. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We are happy to connect with you always. Thank you. I think network has taken him out. Okay, so also we have with us Ambassador Dr. Tamke, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Edo State. The hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Edo State. We are happy to have you, sir, for everything you do for SWIFTtrip. We are so much happy to have you as the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Edo State. Thank you very much, sir. So if you're in Edo State, please do well to connect with Ambassador Dr. Tamke. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And we also have with us in the house Ambassadress Chinoyerim, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Germany. Thank you very much, ma, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. So if you are in Germany, please do well to connect with Madam Chinoyerim. You can connect her on WhatsApp. That's her number on the screen as well. So do well to connect with Ambassadress Chinoyerim. Thank you very much, ma'am. She is our representative there in Germany. Thank you very much for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And we also have with us Ambassador Chukuma Cyprian, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Enugu. If you are in Enugu, please do well to connect with Ambassador Cyprian. Thank you very much, sir. We are happy to have you. We really appreciate you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so if you're in Enugu, like I said, do well to connect with Ambassador Cyprian. And we also have Ambassador Shadrach Yakubu. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We are happy to connect with you, sir. He is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Abuja. For every of our shareholders that are in Abuja, please do well to connect with Ambassador Shadrach Yakubu. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you, thank you. And who else do we have in the house? Okay, these are the hub admins we have in the house, and we are so much happy to connect with every one of you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, man. And like I said, it's time for questions. We're still waiting for questions, and while we are waiting for questions, let's just pass this announcement that we will be live tonight again at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. So we thank you because we know you will be available. You will avail yourself to join us tonight at 8 p.m. So do well to connect us with your friends as well. Connect us on Telegram with your friends. You yourself ought to be there, and those persons you will be going out to talk to about SWIFTtrip today, please do well to invite them to the Telegram call. All right, so we'll say thank you very much. And that is that. We are still waiting for hands to be raised. If you have question or contribution, please do well to raise your hands as we are available for you. Thank you very much. We're waiting for you. Hands to be raised. Contributions. Hands to be raised, contribution. Star Baby, good morning, ma. Is it your first time of connecting with us? Let me see if I can. Star Baby, I think I saw that name just now. Okay. Good morning, ma. I've given you the privilege to speak. Star Baby. Star Baby, good morning, ma. So click on that middle button to speak if you can hear me.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma. Good morning, ma. How are you doing today, ma?
I'm doing good, and you?
Very fine, ma. Very fine. We're happy to have you in our midst this morning.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. It was it's been a good atmosphere.
Thank you very much,
spoken at it and very well.
Thank you very much, man. So is it your first time of connecting with us?
No, it's not the first time, but I don't normally connect oftenly or frequently.
Okay.
I do connect.
All right. So are you a shareholder of
I
SWIFTtrip?
just bought it. Yes, I am.
Oh, awesome. How is the campaign going at your end?
It's going well. I'm doing it small. But I think I will do it more now.
Please
I
do
have
it more.
learned